I just wanted to say in like an epilogue to the amount of video that I just put up this past few days on YouTube with my tirade that I was talking about personal matters. Basically, it's this. Two main points made me quit and think that I have to say something out loud before I go friggin' nuts and do something I don't want to do, worse than I've already been on the internet and off the internet in life. Number one, getting called a fuckface in Phil Green's studio in Cape Cod, Connecticut by Frank Osmo demoralized me to the point of no return after I had the Sempi log written for me to do Turn It Off, after I already did the rehearsals and came up with the track for the Boston Corporate America album for Tom Scholz, and you gave it to Tom Noonan in Rome for a credit because you thought you owed him something, and I conceded. I concurred. I said it's okay off camera and off paper to give Tom Noonan, the drummer you were using in Rome, New York, the opportunity to take that $10,000, number one, from Scholz. Number two, and you guys, you basically, it was a renege on me that you never made it up for me. Never. Number one. Number two, how I went to get Anthony that night, 11 o'clock at night, with the rollerblades on, and I ended up mysteriously with a head injury in the emergency room, and Mike Centolella standing there over my face, called by you apparently, and you claim that I fell in your driveway on rollerblades and I mysteriously had a head injury. I want to know what the fuck happened with that, because I know somebody hit me with a pellet gun or something like that out the window. One of yous, because the way how weird it was when you shut the fucking door on my face that night, Anthony. You shut the fucking door in my face, and all of a sudden I got a head injury, and Mike Centolella standing over me in an emergency room. And the only thing I could think of was, I can't die like this without my wife. Remember I kept saying that, Mike? When you fuckers are men enough to look at me in the fucking face and tell me what the fuck happened with your fucking lives and me. You understand? There's no fucking way I'm gonna fucking act like a fucking kook in my hometown and have you motherfuckers lord over me and pretend that I was some kind of a fucking hunchback motherfucking twisted ass. You fuckers tried to twist me up pretty good as a man and as a father. I'm gonna fuck, you know, this is no threat to harm, but this is the bottom line why I said what I said and who I really am. No paranoid, schizophrenic psycho, no parallel reality shit. I'm not a weirdo, and I'm confronting some of these deep-rooted feelings that I've been in counseling for on my own volition to try to cope with some of the unresolved anger that I have, and also the fact that you, Mike, didn't let my mother, as she disclosed in a counseling session, I was actually sitting there with her after all the shit that went down this last couple of years with her, or the last few years since my Uncle Dennis died, and you, and how you with some of the treatment, you know, I can't process it anymore. She refused to let my own mother be a grandmother to my son. You won't let her. I don't give a flying fuck. You know, you may never talk to me again legally, because you haven't yet. You know, you haven't done it legally. You and the gang, whoever the fuck you were. I'll tell you, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. That's what I did this week. Okay. That's exactly what I did. Cutting my ties with the bullshit. And yet I still keep the same Centolella last name at this time. I can't figure out what else to do with this sorry ass of mine after 40 years that I would change my name to Austin Smith, because I hate the way I've been treated by his step family. I miss Grandma Nikki. Don't get me wrong.